Hallo and herzlich willkommen. Welcome to German Lesson 4. Today's session is a deep dive into the practical side of the German language. We aren't just learning words today, we are learning how to navigate a day in the life of a German speaker. We will start with the essentials of the conversation, the weathers and seasons, before embarking on a geopolitical tour of Germany's states and major cities. We will also explore the vibrant traditions of German festivals and the hearty, comforting world of a traditional gastronomy. But before we jump into the curriculum, I want to highlight a resource I have built specially for you. In the description of this video, you will find the link to our German Practice Hub. This is a custom built interactive tool for this lesson where you can find all the notes for today's slides and a smart quiz that creates unique questions every time you use it. I highly recommend opening that hub now so you can follow along with the exercises in real time as we progress through the lesson. Professional mastery comes through practice. So let's get started. So, our first module is Wetter and Jahreszeit, which means weathers and seasons. In any culture, the weather is the foundational icebreaker for small talk. In Germany, however, it's more than just a filler conversation. It's a way to contact with colleagues and neighbors. As we move through this section, remember that the vocab we are discussing is also listed in your practice hub for quick reference. Whether you are walking through the Tiergarten in Berlin or hiking in the Black Forest, you need the right linguistic tools to describe the environment around you. Let's look at the specific vocabulary you need. So, to ask about the current conditions, we use this phrase, Wie ist das Wetter heute? Now, let's look at how to construct a professional and accurate response. German weather phrases often mirror English by using the impersonal pronoun es or it. For example, es regnet means it's raining. Es night means it's snowing. However, notice a key difference when the sun is out here. We don't say it suns, we say the sun is shining, means the sun is shining. Now let's talk about temperature. This is a common pitfall for English speakers. Germany uses the Celsius scale. Here, in Germany, temperature is measured in Celsius. So, if you want to say I am cold, means I am cold. Never say ich bin kalt. In German, that implies that you have a cold heart or personality. Instead, you say mir ist kalt. Literally, to me, it is cold. To describe the intensity, we have S is highs for extreme heat here. S is warm for pleasant weather and S is cold for I am cold. It is cold. If you are being precise, you would say S sin 25 grad means it is 25 degrees. Take a moment to practice the CH sound in here, in highs and schneid here. So, it should be crisp and clear, those sounds. Germany experiences four distinct beautiful seasons and each brings a shift in the cultural temperature. First, we have their Frühling, means the spring. This covers March, April, and May. This is the season of renewal. There is a famous German saying, April, April, der Mark was a will, which means April does whatever it wants. Because you might see sun, rain, and snow all in one afternoon. Next is their summer. Summer from June to August, Germany transforms. People head to beer gardens and public parks to enjoy the sun. As is sunnish and warm, means it is sunny and warm. Then comes their Herbst, means autumn. The air gets crisp and it becomes windish. This is the season of harvest and the preparation for winter. Finally, their winter. From December to February, it is cold and dark. But this leads into the magical Christmas season. A vital grammar tip for you. All four seasons and all 12 months in German are masculine. They all take the article there. This makes your sentence structures much easier to remember. Welcome to the geography of the Bundesländer, Bundesrepublik Deutschland, or the BRD. Germany is a federal republic, meaning it is not one centralized bloc, but a collection of 16 federal states known as Bundesländer. If you look at a map, you will see a great diversity of landscapes. In the south, we have Bayern, here Bavaria, and Baden, these regions. This is the regions of the Alps, which is the heavy industry and deep traditions. In the west, we find Northern Westphalen, which is the most populous state, housing cities like Cologne and Düsseldorf. This is the industrial heartland where the Rhine River serves as a major artery for trade. Up north, states like Schleswig, Holstein, and near the Austrian border the North and Baltic Seas. But here is the most interesting part. Three of these 16 states are actually just single cities. Berlin, Hamburg, and Bremen are so historically and politically significant that they function as their own independent states. We call these Stadtstaaten, city states. Let's zoom in on the big three metropolises that define German's urban life. First is Berlin. As the capital and largest city, it is a global hub for politics, culture, and history. It is a city that never sleeps, known for its edgy art scene and the iconic Brandenburg Gate. Then we go south to München, which is Munich. Munich is the capital of Bavaria and offers a completely different vibe. It is pristine, wealthy, and deeply traditional. It's the home of the world's famous Marienplatz and, of course, the gateway to the mountains. Finally, we have north to Hamburg. Hamburg is defined by its relationship with water. It's a massive port city. If you visit there, you will spend time at their Hafen, means the harbor, ships, watching massive container ships or visiting the Philharmonie, one of the most acoustically advanced concert halls in the world. To navigate these cities, memorize these three essential nouns. The Stadt, the city, their Flughafen, which is the airport, and their Bahnhof, which is the train station. Germans have a reputation for being disciplined and hardworking, but they are equally famous for knowing how to celebrate or fire festive traditional. So, the crown jewel of festivals is Oktoberfest in Munich. Despite the name, it actually begins in September to catch the warmer weather. Millions of people gather in massive tents to enjoy traditional music and food. This is where you see the trapped, Lederhosen for men and then this for women. In December, the entire country turns into a fairy tale during the Weihnachtsmarkt, the Christmas market. Every town square fills with wooden stalls selling handmade craft. The air smells like Glühwein, means hot spiced wine, and gingerbread. And we can't forget Carnival. In the West, especially Cologne, February is the fifth season. It is the time of wild costumes, parades, and satirical floats. If you are keeping track of these cultural facts, you will find some great trivia questions about this in the practice of later. Now, What is a festival without food? German culture is built on hearty communal meals. While the world knows Germany for its sausages, there is a whole world of traditional vegetarian comfort food that is just as iconic. Let's take a look at the menu. Traditional German food is designed to keep you warm and satisfied. The key of German comforts food is Käsespätzle. Imagine soft, fresh egg noodles smothered in melted mountain cheese and topped with a generous portion of crispy fried onions. For a snack on the go, nothing beats fresh basil, a German pretzel. These are large, dark brown, and sprinkled with coarse salt. They should be soft and chewy on the inside. For side dishes, we had kartoffel salad, which is the potato salad, which varies by region. In the south, it's often made with vinegar and oil. In the north, with mayonnaise and of course sauerkraut, fermented cabbage that provides a perfect sour contrast to a heavy meal. When you go to a restaurant, be professional and polite. Use the phrase Ich hätte gern, which means I would like to have. For example, Ich hätte gern eine Brezel, bitte. We have covered the fun stuff, the travel, the parties, the food. Now, let's sharpen our professional tools. It is time for the grammar section of lesson 4. We are going to tackle the nominative and accusative case. Before we can understand how words change in German, we have to establish our baseline. Let's look at the foundational building block of German grammar, the nominative case or their nominative. When you look up a noun in the German dictionary, the nominative case is the form you will see. It represents the subject of a sentence. Whenever you are trying to find the subject, simply ask yourself who or what is performing the action. Looking at our chart on the screen, we have four categories for definite articles, which is just the grammatical word for the word the. Let's walk through them. For masculine nouns, we use their. Look at the example. Der Mann lacht. The man laughs. Because the man is the one doing the laughing. He is the active subject. Therefore, we use the nominative there. For feminine nouns, we use die. For example, die Frau tanzt means the woman dances. The woman is performing the action, so she takes the baseline feminine article die. For neuter nouns, we use das. Das Kind spielt means the child plays. And finally, let's look at the plural column on the far right. Here is a great shortcut. In the nominative case, regardless of whether a noun was originally masculine, feminine, or neuter, the plural article is always the. So, whether you are talking about the man, the woman, or the children, we say die Männer, die Frauen, und die Kinder lernen. Take a mental picture of this chart. There, the, das, and plural the. Memorizing this baseline is absolutely critical because it sets the stage for our next topic. Once you know these foundational articles, you will be able to spot exactly how they transform when they take on different roles in a sentence. Before we move on, I highly recommend taking a quick screenshot of this slide. You can save it to your phone or computer and use it as a handy cheat sheet to help you study later. So, in German, words change their form based on their case or the job they are doing in a sentence. We already know the nominative case, which is the subject, the person or thing doing the action. For example, der Hund bellt means the dog barks. Today we learned the accusative case. This is used for the direct object, the person or thing receiving the action. If I say I have the apple, I am the subject, nominative. But the apple is the thing I have. It is the object, accusative. Here is the golden rule that will save you years of struggle, which is in the accusative case, Only the masculine article changes. Feminine stays the, neuter stays thus, plural stays the. But the masculine there transforms into then. Then. That is the only change you have to worry about. There is a lot of valuable information on the screen right now. So feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot of the slide. Having this saved in your camera roll is a great way to review these rules and help you learn on the go. How do you know when to use the accusative? You look at the verb. Most action verbs are transitive, meaning they need an object to make sense. You should memorize these big 7 verbs. Happen to have, broken to need, sucken to look for, finden to find, kaufen to buy, essen to eat, and sehen, which is to see. Let's apply the rule. A table is masculine. Their Tisch, for example. If you want to say I need the table, the verb brauchen triggers the accusative. Since the table is masculine, there becomes then. Ich brauche den Tisch. But if you need a bag, which is the Tasche, which is feminine, nothing changes. Ich brauche die Tasche. Mastering this masculine there to then shift is the secret to sounding like a professional speaker. It's now time for Übung Z, exercise time. I'm going to put some challenges on the screen to test your understanding. Let's go to these exercises one by one. Dash man kauft einen Kaffee. Wir essen dash Bratwurst. Ich brauche dash Stift. Das Kind spielt im Park. Sie suchen dash Bahnhof. Ich sehe dash Sonne. So, pause the video and think of an answer that you can. Okay, so the first one is Der Mann kauft einen Kaffee. Second is Wir essen die Bratwurst, or the sausage you can say. Third is Ich brauche den Stift. As I said, there becomes then in masculine. So the fourth one is Das Kind spielt im Park. The fifth one is Sie suchen den Bahnhof. And the sixth one is Ich sehe die Sonne. So let's do the task 2 in here. You need to answer these questions in 1 or 2 words. So pause the video and think of answer. Okay. In welchem Monat beginnt das Oktoberfest? Means in which month does the Oktoberfest start? It's in September. Im September. Was is die Hauptstadt von Deutschland? It's Berlin. Means what is the capital of Germany here? Welche Jahreszeit ist sehr kalt and bringt auf Schnee? Means which season is very cold and brings more snow? It's the winter. And the fourth one is was sagen Sie, wenn es Winter warm Himmelfall? Means what do you say when the water falls from the sky? It is es regnet, means it's raining. Instead of just giving you the answers here, let me show you how to test your skills using the practice hub. I built this completely custom tool for you. When you open the link below, the information and the quiz engine both will actually test you on these grammar rules. Let's run through one quick test together so you can see how it works. So here is the practice hub for lesson 4 right here. Here there are many topics which I have explained on this video, which is the weather, seasons, the geography of the Germany, then important cities which we done, then we did festivals here, Oktoberfest, Carnival and Christmas market. Then we talked about some food, about what is the popular food in Germany, and we done grammar, nominative and accusative case. So there are topics for each one of them. Inside of the topics there are many notes taken. So after you finish all the notes, or if you remember all the notes right here, there will be a button start practice session. Based on the notes, there will be a quiz for you, small quiz. And it is for every topic that you are going to learn. Right here also, and right over to the weather also here. There are many grammar quizzes. If you are feeling any typo is there, you can click on these two buttons right here, so you can send a message to me. I look at all of them. So, do you have any questions? If so, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer every single one of them. Thank you for your incredible attention today. You have successfully navigated the weather, the map of Germany, the traditions of our festivals, the flavors of our food, and the logic of the accusative and nominative case. You are well on your way to linguistic mastery. Don't forget to use that practice hub to lock in what you have learned. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss German lesson 5. Until then, stay curious and keep learning. Vielen Dank, auf Wiedersehen and bis bald.